what's up? Yo, what's up with this internet crash?
Scrapple TV.
From high atop the Scrapple News Towers in downtown Philadelphia, IA, I'm AP Ticker, and this is a hot cider injection of news and infotainment. We begin in Keene, New Hampshire, where hundreds of college kids turned violent during the city's annual Pumpkin Festival, making it the whitest riot ever. This is embarrassing for the Caucasian community. Why would they destroy their own town? I mean, how many of these squash addicts have fathers at home? This is what you get from a culture that glorifies gourds. Hopefully, the tragedy will open up a much-needed dialogue about spice relations. Turning to other acts of civil disobedience, supporters of Michael Brown, the Missouri teen slain by police, staged a flash mob during the St. Louis Symphony. Dozens of paying attendees began chanting, "Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter," before marching out. The uptight audience of wealthy socialites would have been outraged, but the St. Louis Orchestra just doesn't pull a crowd like it used to. I'm more of a ballet man myself. Back home in Pensy, police are still searching for a man suspected of killing a state trooper, then fleeing deep into the Pocono forests. This Pennsylvania Rambo has survived 2 months on bushmeat and fracked water. How the fuck does he do it? I spend all my money on microbiotic kelp suppositories, but God forbid I sleep with the window open. It's a death sentence.
Are you telling me that 200 men against your boy is a no-win situation for us?
You send that many, don't forget one thing. A good supply of body bags.
A U.S. Airways flight from Pennsylvania to the Dominican Republic was held upon landing after a sneezing passenger joked about having Ebola. Of course, the Philly native tested negative for the deadly virus, but was found to be infected with an incurable case of asshole. Meanwhile, President Obama recently hugged and kissed nurses who had treated Ebola patients in the U.S. to reassure Americans of the unlikelihood of an outbreak. The only people who didn't feel better about it were the Secret Service. This gives me an idea for an action movie script. What's a better title? Oval Office Outbreak or White House Call? Speaking of those wacky politicians, Republican Trey Radel was busted for cocaine possession after recently voting in favor of drug testing welfare recipients. In the congressman's defense, it's not like he's applying for food stamps here. He's just running for office with federal election money. Apples, oranges. In media news, HBO announced it will offer a streaming service with content available on a show-by-show basis. No cable package required. Subscribers can finally stop signing up for Game of Thrones and then canceling immediately afterwards. The guy who torrents Boardwalk Empire for me is really going to feel the pinch. Finally, this week marks the 200-year anniversary of the deadly London beer flood, in which several brewery vats burst, sending a 15-foot wave of porter crashing through a London neighborhood. 8 people died in the deluge of golden yeast. But what a way to go. And what better way to remember the fallen than with a blood-curdling, cold, new bold IPA from the goodly folks at the Philadelphia Brewing Company. I'll drink to your health, but this one's for me mates in jolly old London town. That's all for Scrapple News. I remain AP Ticker. Amateur, telekinetic, and physical and psychic. That's all for Scrapple News. I remain AP Ticker. Amateur, telekinetic and psychic detective. Stay cool, America, because I'll know if you're not.
You don't seem to want to accept the fact that you're dealing with an expert in guerrilla warfare.